Oh, Nintendo. Oh, level 5. Makers of Ni no Kuni. So, welcome everyone to Professor Layton in the Curious Village. So, I have no idea about this game. Like, nothing at all. Except that apparently this series is really good. I guess. I don't know. So I thought, let's start at the very beginning of it. So, I guess a new game. I'd be the best. Seems to me like a stylus game. What? Oops. No. I said Zyphreium. Okay. To my dear friend Zyphreium.
The things we saw that day
What?
in the village became a secret we would have to keep from everyone for the rest of our lives. Because, you see...
Is voice acting in this DS game? Whoa, it's a movie. I've seen this in Sonic Colors.
I don't understand, Professor. Why are we going to help solve an inheritance dispute?
I don't understand why you can speak.
Luke, my boy, do you really think I would take on such an ordinary request as that? Oh no, this is an altogether unique and exciting situation, and it has piqued my intellectual curiosity. But I suppose it would be best to explain the case before we arrive at our destination.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
2
Okay.
months ago, Baron Augustus Reinhold passed away.
Reinhardt?
Shortly after his death, his will was disclosed. The contents of it were fascinating, to say the least. The Reinhold family treasure, the golden apple, is hidden somewhere within this village. To whomever successfully locates this treasure, I offer the whole of my estate. Naturally, those who attended the reading of the will immediately set out in search of the golden apple. But in the end, everybody came back empty-handed.
So it's probably... Greed will probably give that to you.
It turns out that no one had even heard of such a treasure existing, until its mention in the will.
Wow, that's some puzzle, all right.
You guys saw puzzles, right?
Quite. Augustus Reinhold staked his entire fortune just to create one more puzzle before his death. What a perplexing individual. I wish I could have met him while he was still alive.
It certainly sounds like you two would have gotten along, Professor.
Does it, chap?
By the way, just what is this golden apple anyhow?
Presumably an apple that is made of gold, or the apple of Eden from Assassin's Creed.
Some speculate it's a rare antique, while others say it could be a gem, yet its identity remains elusive. But Luke, I can't shake the feeling that this matter is linked to some larger mystery, something huge.
Yeah, all the rest of the games.
Ha! Is that your famous intuition acting up again, Professor?
Well, our first step is getting to town.
This is all so exciting.
So you can tell this is British because, the wheels on the right.
I hope Saint Mystere is ready for the famous archaeologist and puzzle-solving detective, Herschel Layton.
Oh, Luke, you know as well as I do that I am no detective. Augustus Reinhold's wife, Lady Dahlia, has asked me to investigate
Dahlia?
the situation.
Dead Space 2?
It seems she came across my name by chance when reading an article about me in the papers.
And you immediately decided to take her up on her request, huh?
Apparently so.
Oh, well, Luke, A true gentleman never refuses the request of a beautiful lady.
If you say so, Professor.
We should be nearing the town by now. Look at the map in the envelope and help me with directions.
You got it.
First puzzle.
What in the... What's this?
What?
Lady Dahlia seems to have given us a test. We'll need to decipher this map in order to find the village. She wants to see if we're capable of cracking the mystery surrounding the Reinhold fortune. Care to give it a go, Luke?
Might as well.
I will do my best. A puzzle like this should be a snap for the apprentice of the great Professor Layton.
Very well then, Luke. I'll leave this one to you. Think of it as a warm-up for things to come.
Uh-oh. Puzzle 1? Yep, puzzle number 1. That was worth 10 picarats. And villagers on a road that leads to no other towns. I look forward to seeing you there. Let's see. What? Oh. Draw a circle around the town in one stroke. Once you circle your selection, tap submit. So, it could be that one. The question is, does this actually lead somewhere? What? I wasn't making a circle. So that is no. I mean, it has to be that one, right?
Well, here's my guess.
Oh,
Layton's apprentice saves the day.
okay. I was a bit crushed. That's correct. The only town that isn't connected by... I know, I'm reading it. By roads to another town is the one in the upper left of the map. Looks like you're all ready to start solving some puzzles. Really? That's a puzzle?
There we go. Now we should be able to make our way to the village.
Right you are. We should see it on the horizon any moment now.
Huh? Professor, do you mean to say you already figured out the town's
I
location?
mean, it wasn't that hard.
I'm afraid I couldn't help myself. A basic puzzle like that is easy enough to solve with a glance. Anyhow, you'd best gather your things, Luke. We've arrived.
I mean, it wasn't much of a puzzle. Layton in the Curious Village. Curious because it's just an open plain. I did not expect a movie, and I really did not expect voice acting. What in the world is that? Is that the Reinhold estate? Jesus. A curious village indeed. Interesting. It appears that this drawbridge is the entrance to the village. Hey, Professor. And we're stuck on the outside. What should we do, Professor? Oh, look over there. There's a man standing on the other side of the river. Maybe he can help us. No. Good day, sir. We'd very much like to gain access to the village. Could you please drop the bridge for us? Do I look like the sort to go dropping the bridge for a bunch of fancy-looking outsiders? Humph. You got a lot of nerve. We received a letter of invitation from Lady Dahlia. I don't suppose that changes things, does it? From Lady Dahlia? Well, then I'd sure like to lower the bridge for you, Mr. Fancy Pants. The engine's busted, and I can only move this blasted bridge with a hand crank. Humph. And all these frizzle slots I could put the crank in, and I got no clue which one to use. Humph. Smart guy, you got any idea which one's right? Already, a second puzzle. And number 2, the crank and slot. Worth 15 picarats. No way to lower the bridge. You can get access without inserting the crank into the correct slot. Choose a slot that fits the crank down below. Oh, I see. Okay, so one of them has to hit a corner of the pentagon, one of the squares, the longer square. I don't think they actually matter. Length. Yes, I know. Stop with the touching. Thankfully, it's not timed. So middle one, no, because the point is not... Okay, I think I already see it. So here's what the problem is. So the middle one can't happen because the triangle is sticking out of a point of the pentagon, and if you look at the crank, that doesn't work. And also there's no, and the space between the two squares is too big. Whereas the one on the right has the triangle in the correct spot. However, there is an edge of the pentagon. Also, it's a hexagon anyway, so I just noticed that too, so that wouldn't work. So it has to be 1.
Luke, here's my answer. Another puzzle solved.
I like this already. Oh, I didn't even do that. I didn't even look at it. And the crank, and its silhouette shown here in orange becomes a mirror of the slot displayed. That'll do it. Hold on a second, I'll let her down. Humph. I'm gonna say it again, I just don't feel right about letting outsiders into Saint Mystere. If you're a Lady Dolly's guest, I guess I'd better. Please give her my regards, you hear? Number 2, the crank and slot is now in your pizzle Nix. Should get that engine fixed. Doesn't look like fun. Yes, we finally arrived in Saint Mystere. I'm so excited. I wonder what mysteries await us here. Ha 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 ha. Well, Luke, we'll find out soon enough. Just be careful not to let your excitement cloud your ability to analyze your surroundings. I say, Luke, this is a perfect time to explain how to move about during our investigation. Give that shoe-shaped icon in the lower right portion of the touch screen a tap with your stylus. When you do this, a set of arrows will appear on the screen. Tap one of them to head in the direction. So remember, when you want to move, just tap the shoe. Go on and then give it a try. Yes, I know that's not correct, but... Okay, you can set journal. A most fascinating letter found its way to me the other day. It came to me from one Lady Dahlia, widow to Baron Augustus Reinhold. The details how an unusual object known only as the golden apple is to decide how her late husband's fortune is split up. Her matter sounds terribly interesting, and I've arranged for Luke to accompany me on a visit to Saint Mystere, the site of the whole incident. Golden apple. Late Baron Reinhold hid this item in Saint Mystere just before dying. Lost the whole of his fortune to the one who finds it. No one has any clue where the golden apple might be, or where it is hidden. I guess I can do puzzles again over. You can save, which is good. Hello, gentlemen. Gentle sir, I mean. What a dandy set of fellows you are. You two must be new to Saint Mystere, huh? Stashin. Hey, Miss Stashin Scarfin. I've got some advice for you. Don't tap that barrel back there you with your stylus. Don't ask questions, just do it. Down 1 hint coin. Heh, felt good, didn't it? In these parts, this is what we call a hint coin. When you solve against a doozy of puzzle, you want a hint. Trust me on this one, fellows. And it's just those times then you'll want to use a hint coin to purchase a hint. You think puzzles will be a breeze now, huh? Think again. There are a limited number of hint coins in this world, so don't go wasting coins on any old riddles. If you do, when you come across a real stumple, you'll be sorry. Real sorry. Mind you, hint coins won't always be stuffed inside barrels. Check any objects that seem suspicious. Got all that? Good, be seeing you around. Thanks. Madam? Oh, hello. Pleasure to meet you. Welcome to Saint Mystere, where our local export is the puzzle. Oh, before I forget, You should know that every time you solve a puzzle, you earn a certain number of picarets. Picarets a puzzle worth, the tougher the puzzle will be. They say lovely things happen when you gather enough picarets. Imagine that, a reward for solving puzzles. For practice, try this little riddle with your hat reminded me of. Think good and hard before you answer. Puzzle number 3. Strange hats. Should be easier than the thing. These 4 top hats are the same height, but the length of each brim is different. In other words, the hats are all equally tall, but vary in width. I see. Oh dear. One of the 4 hats is a brim and height that are the same length. Which hat is it? Immediate guess is C. B, definitely not. Do I actually want to grab my scale for this? I actually will. Never thought I'd have to use my scale for this. For the recording. Okay. Guess I'll do 1 inch. Top left one is 3/4 of an inch. Oh, this is not easy. Because the thing... A looks like it, actually. 5/8 on the second one. Oh shoot, they all look like it. 7/8. Oh, I can... Okay, C does not work, actually. Looks like 15/16. Definitely is not it. The first one isn't 3/4, or is it? Gee, why don't I just do it like that? Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Although, no, it doesn't. Okay, wow. Because my scale is actually too long. So that's 9/16 actually. Wait, but is it the height going from... No, the height is from the brim bottom too, isn't it? So actually that changes some things. Move. 30 seconds, actually. It can't be. 2, 4, 8, 16, yeah. So, let's do this again. Because I don't want to tap it, actually. Accidentally with my ruler. So that's 3/4 on the first one. A can't actually be it. If A can't be it, then that means B can't be it either. Yeah, calm down up there. So that is 13/16. C doesn't look like... It might actually just be D. Is 15/16? No, it is definitely not D. Definitely not D. So it's one that's wrong. And 16s. It's not C. Was it A this entire time? Because A is 11/16, and I can't measure it correctly. It looks like I need to add an additional 16ths. I think it's A. Oh boy.
Luke, here's my answer.
Okay, I did it correctly.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
Well, it's not that it was hard at all. It's just I couldn't measure it correctly, and it took me a while to realize, hey, the brim is actually included as well. Very famous optical illusion. Illusion is a yeah, I know. I'm taking psychology. Intro. Taking, actually. Very famous optical illusion. Optical illusion is a visual phenomenon where your eyes perceive things differently than they actually are. There's known optical illusions. So we're coming to when you can't even trust your own eyes. No, the thing is, you can trust your own eyes. It's just, it's your brain perceives it weirdly. Because C looked like it immediately. Oh, bravo! I think you got the hang of this. Try options one by one, you'll eventually find the answer. We also encounter lots of puzzles that can't be solved by simply trying all the answers. So correctly, the picards you earn from puzzle decreases. Tough stuff, huh? Let's go to show you how important it is to think for yourself and find the answer on your own. Well, then best of luck to you. I'll be rooting for you two. Strange hats. Okay, I'm not gonna use, wow. Should I just tap everything? I'm very curious about that tower. Really get if that in so many gifts out here in the country. I don't know. But I suppose that's gonna be it for this episode, so what? Oh. Interesting. Apparently this has other save files on it. Huh. Used to like a game immediately showing me the save files. Interesting. So, that's going to be it for this episode, so can presume that this game is in fact working. So, you enjoy this video? You know what to do. See ya!